We have Mars in Gemini, sextile Jupiter in Aries. Harsh communication, tough love, will work well with knowledge of what has to be done or should work out. September 2nd, we have Mercury in Libra, opposite Jupiter in Aries. Communication about staying balanced is at odds with expansion of anger. On September 5th, we have Venus in Leo moves to Virgo. Beauty of look at me to beauty in practical and earthly things. Summing that part up, doing the thing that is not fun or comfortable but necessary. No one really likes it, but it has to be done. September 9th, we have Mercury goes retrograde, reviewing what is right. The mercurial topics from August 21st to September 9th would start to be reviewed from September 9th until October 2nd. Then September 10th, we have full moon in Pisces, which would be a manifestation of otherworldly things, a good time to meditate. September 11th, the Sun in Virgo trines Uranus and Taurus. Focus on practical earthly matters works perfect with sun material change. Maybe an earthquake? Hopefully not though, because that wouldn't work well. I've learned in the past year the way the planets are configured. Sometimes I always thought that a trine meant good, but it just means efficient. It doesn't necessarily mean good. It just means whatever the action that is trying to get done is going to get done well. That's what I've started to notice. That I wrote pause for reflection. And then September 16th, we have Venus in Virgo squares Mars in Gemini, which I wrote beauty and practical earthly things having a hard time with rough communication. Climate change disagreements maybe. And also on September 16th, we have the Sun in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces. No fracking, please. Focus on practical earthly is at odds with what is collectively wanted. And that's why I wrote no fracking, please. Something like that, that maybe practically it would make sense, but it's not what the general consensus is of most people, I think. That could be a political thing, so I'm not trying to go down that route, just saying. On September 18th, we have Mercury in Libra opposite Jupiter in Aries. Communication about balance is at odds with the anger of truth. One is trying to be reasonable while the other blows up, possibly. And on September 18th, we also have the Sun in Virgo trine Pluto in Capricorn. Focus on practical or earthly matters will work with what the sketchy government is doing, like a facade or something like that. September 20th, we have Venus in Virgo trines Uranus and Taurus. Beauty and practicality works perfect with the unexpected shakeup in material things. If you plan, you will benefit. September 22nd, we have the Sun in Virgo moves into Libra. Focus from practicality to ethics and justice. September 23rd, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury in Libra, and later that day, Mercury retrograde will go from Libra into Virgo. Hard to see the legality or justice. What's ethical isn't practical. What is the right thing to do will take longer. September 24th, we have Venus in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces. What works with being reasonable is at odds with what the collective consciousness sees. Something arduous but worthwhile in the end for everyone. September 25th, I have New Moon in Libra, plant seeds of fairness, equity, and balance, maybe a new law. September 26th, we have Venus in Virgo trine Pluto in Capricorn. Being reasonable works well, finally, with government sketchy shit. Something gets passed, maybe, finally. Also on September 26th, we have Mercury and Venus conjunct in Virgo. Good practical communication. And also on the 26th, we have the Sun in Libra opposite Jupiter in Aries. Focus on justice is at odds with the heated truth. I also wrote maybe Epstein news here, just looking at the law stuff and the Epstein didn't kill himself type of thing, and maybe interesting if something came out then. And what I wrote, like as a side note, was like, sure, no problem, goes and does the opposite. So kind of just like, don't look over here, all good, we'll handle it, and then just totally doing the opposite thing. That's what I'm getting around September 26th. September 27th, we have Mercury in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. Practical reviewing communication works perfect with changes in government structures. Finally coming to the table with something that could work. September 28th, we have Mars in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius. Fiery communication works perfect with limited masses of people. People get their way, maybe. Also on the side note, like make it work for the people. September 29th, Venus goes from Virgo into Libra. Ease in being reasonable to easily seeing justice. October 1st, we have Venus in Libra is opposite